Today I'm telling you, in the rest of the world, for a whole lot of youth in the world, America means free-flowing alcohol. America means drugs on the street. America means living a freaky life. America means war. We must change this. America means healthful living. America means joyful living. America means responsible behavior. America means a great life. I'm telling you, today this nation has become big enough, large enough to embrace the world. But our hearts have not become big enough to embrace the world. When I say embrace the world, for example, it seems they're telling me they've spent about $1.2 trillion in war in the last 12-15 years. Nearly 1 million people dead, 2-3 nations destroyed. Maybe, I will assume that they entered there with good intention. But this is the result, all right? It doesn't matter, I tried to do good things to you, but all that happened is you got crushed. But still, there is something to do about it, isn't it? I was driving within the speed limits, I was driving properly, but somehow you came in my way and I smashed you. Is it not necessary that I get down and see what I can do for you? I'm saying, instead of sending 150,000 soldiers and spending these billions of dollars out there, with 10% of this, you can educate every child in Middle East, you can nourish every child in Middle East, you can skill them, you send your doctors, your engineers, your business experts, and America's business will boom and world will love America. Just look at this. Suppose United States of America takes up every child's education, not just in Middle East, in every other country where they're not able to do it. Because it costs nothing, I'm telling you. If you spend $10 a month, you can nourish a child. You understand? You don't… that drone, that missile, that bomb is costing you billions, isn't it? Instead of that, you can make the world yours. You can make somebody yours either by sitting on their head or just including them, isn't it? See, never before this was possible. This is unique times because today one nation is in this position where they can do this. They have the necessary economy, necessary strength. Military usage can come down to 2% of what it is and just use it only extremely selectively where it is impossible to fix things. But everything else can be fixed. It is important that America moves from trying to dominate the world to include the world. If you educated half the children around the world, you could pick the best. You could pick the best and ask them to come into your country. You're fearing something that you don't have to fear. You're losing a tremendous opportunity when you're sitting on a platform of leadership. Instead of exercising it in a sensible manner, you're earning the hate of all the people on the planet. People are looking at you as exploiters. Why don't they look at you as educators? Why don't they look at you as people who skill them rather than who will kill them? You must skill the world. If you skill the world, you will have opportunities. American business has tremendous opportunities if they go out, along with the US government, to do things. You can spend 10% of the money that you're spending on the military and do things in the world where the world will become yours out of love, out of involvement, out of gratitude. Not by conquest, because by conquest it's not going to work. Well, we have understood that it doesn't matter what you do, one nutcase with a nuclear bomb can do things to you. Instead of living in fear, we can live with earning people's gratitude and love. It's very much possible. This is not some naive idea. I'm saying it in a simplistic way. I have thought through this, I have written documents on this, how this could be done. It's just that in some places there is mistrust. You can leave it for some time, Take those countries which are good and say, America is willing to educate every child, nourish every child on the planet who needs it. Believe me, in 5–10 years, entire world will be looking up to America. A time has come where national boundaries will not mean much in future because people are communicating across borders, technologies have unified nations. It doesn't mean anything. The boundaries that we built in the past does not mean anything. I want you to understand this. At one time when kings were ruling these different little countries, they always built big fortresses. Why did the fortresses become irrelevant? Suddenly because we started flying. When people could not fly, a fortress was all safety. But once they started flying, a fortress is a stupid thing because the enemy come and bomb you and you're trapped. The same thing today, national boundaries will not mean anything in future because we have technologies with which people are communicating everywhere. Now you're trying to put up cyber walls. What is needed is not cyber walls, we have to use our cerebral material to connect with the rest of the world and make the world ours. Not by conquest but by love, by inclusion, by embrace.